Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Art Boss Challenge. We're so excited that you are here. We are going to be just spending the whole week together. I'm so excited because this is the first Art Boss Challenge. It's all new, revamped for 2024. And we're so excited that you're here because if you have attended previous Art Boss challenges, you know this already. You know that we talk about the systems that you need in order to sell your artwork online. Okay. But this year we've revamped it and we're adding in the tools that allow for you to start automating those systems, that allow for you to have a lead generation machine sitting out there and finding leads 24/7 for you. The tools that allow for you to collect data and track the data so that you can make offers to your most beautiful, wonderful, ideal clients. We are so excited this year. If you guys are new, welcome. We're going to be doing it. We're going to be talking about all of the things that we need to do in our business, all of the systems, the tools, and the strategies. So if you've been here before, you know about the fire, drop some fire. Guys, this is super exciting. This week is going to be amazing. Team Art Boss and I have spent weeks getting ready for this, and we want to make sure that you have everything that you need. Okay, we're going to be giving you the 3-step method called the Art Boss formula for closing sales. I see the fire. Hey, Rita. Rita's here. Woohoo! We are so amped up for this. This is like it's the first one of the year. So we are so excited because we are going to be talking about the Art Boss formula and those systems. So getting into the flow here, my name is Brenna. Okay. I love that I'm an artist, and I love that I get to work with so many insanely talented artists every single week. We're so excited here at the Art Boss Challenge, the whole entire team. You're going to be meeting the coaches and the community managers, and you're even going to be meeting Arty, the art bot. We are so excited that you're here, and we want you to first of all, just let us know you're here. Say hello in the chat. We would love to say hello back. We have Miss Rita. Rita is here in the chat. She's going to be guiding you to where you need to be, to the resources, to everything that we're going to be delivering this week. So say hello to Rita. Rita is our community manager inside of the program. So say hello to her. Let us know where you're from. It's like day one. I love seeing where you guys live. Where are you watching? What part of the country? What part of the world? I am actually sitting right now looking out at Alexandria, Virginia. We have Washington, D.C. that way. We have George Washington's house over that way. And it's a beautiful winter day, lots of snow still. But let us know where you guys are coming from. I see Calgary. You guys have snow too, I'm guessing, a lot more than what we do. We have England, Naples. We have Arizona. Nice and warm. We have, who else do we have? We have, oh my goodness, just looking at the whole list. Overland Park. I used to live in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I love Overland Park. Ottawa. We have Portland. You can see we have artists from all over the country and really all over the world who are hanging out with us this week. We're so excited you're here. Welcome. You guys are amazing. Okay. Your artwork is amazing. How do I know that? Because you've been posting your artwork during the week. Okay. So I'm looking at your artwork. You've also been participating in the Follow Fridays. So you're posting the links to where you display your artwork in your social media. So I've been able to visually dine on your artwork for a whole entire week. I know that your artwork is amazing, and your art businesses are amazing too. Your art businesses have the power to make you money. Your art businesses have the power to allow for you to live the artist's life. Okay. So what does the artist's life mean? What does that mean to you? I want you to just take a minute. I want you to think about this. We're going to kind of go through this a little bit of goal setting. Okay. It is really important when we're setting up our systems. We have to set up our systems in a way that actually get results and allow for us to meet our goals. So tell me a little bit about what does living the artist life mean to you? Okay. In 3 words, right? So over this last week, I've asked you guys, why are you an artist? In 3 words, why are you an artist? Okay. So I've seen it's in my DNA, right? It's in my DNA. Another one is born to create. You give me such beautiful words like connection, spirituality, just freedom, right? All different words that allow for you to start thinking through your business and how you can connect your business to being able to give you the artist life. Okay. Does it mean like something like Mary? Mary is someone who has been working in the galleries for decades. She's been very successful and she's looking around and she's noticing that her galleries are not keeping up with the same sales that they used to. She's looking around and she's watching her competition and even her friends really start to focus on the online market. And she's like, oh my gosh, I have the ability to take back some of the control and close some of these sales myself. Or maybe you're like Jules. Jules is this one I can identify with, where you've been an artist your whole entire life. But when it came to high school and college and you had to pick the professional and practical career, you moved more towards the corporate and you kind of walked away from the art gig because, parents, friends, counselors were like, you need a more practical way to make money. But yet art keeps pulling you back. Over the years, you still are really immersed in art. You do it for fun. You sell your artwork. And now you see the ability that you can move into being a full-time artist. Your big goal this year is to bridge yourself from your 6-figure art income in your corporate world into being a full-time artist. Or maybe you're like Anne, who's like, I've done everything right. I've built my websites. I don't know why it's not converting. And you're going, there has to be a better way where I can get unchained from my computer. Maybe you're like Jen, who does beautiful shows. Your show season lasts maybe 3 to 4 months. That means you have another 6 to 8 months during the year where you're not bringing in the cash income. And you're like, it's just obvious. Let's move over here into the online market, make sure that we're capitalizing and leveling up and using the power and the clients that are sitting here in the online market. Okay. Or you could be like Sandra. She works in an office. She loves everybody she works with. She doesn't want to leave her job in her office, but she's an amazing artist and she can make an extra 5, 6, 7, 10K a month selling some of her artwork. Why not? So we want to see what is it? What is the artist life for you? What do you want to be doing with your artwork? 3 words, give them to me. Okay. My heartbeat. Okay. I love that. Let's creativity, soothing, expression, all amazing words. Freedom, can't help myself. I like that one. Absolutely. Joy, expression, passion, creativity. I'm just going through fun, freedom, create, sells, joy. Oh my gosh. Like all of those words are so important. And when you're thinking through why you want to sell your artwork online, sometimes it starts right here in just claiming the artist life. Because for 2024, okay, this is my word for the year. It's the word more in 24. Okay, let me take a drink of water real quick. We have to claim the more. We want more business awesomeness. Can you imagine this, okay? More sales, less looky-loos. Okay, so you got to claim what you want more of. More leads, less ghost followers, more clarity in what you need to be doing so that you can sell your artwork online, less dabbling, less research paralysis, more engagement, less crickets, more money, less time chained to your computer, more confidence so that you know exactly what you need to do in order to be on that simplest path to a 6-figure art income, more possibilities. That's what it comes down to. Okay. So I'm so excited that we're going to be able to just really start unpacking because we have artists here, just like Sandra, who she's an artist who's like, I'm never going to leave my office. I love everybody I work with, but I sure would like to make an extra 5, 6K a month. That would be fabulous. We're going to show you exactly how she did it. We're going to give you the system and the tools that allow for you to be able to do that. What makes her business different than yours? Okay. I'm going to show you exactly what. Okay. If you're a serious professional artist, you're already selling, Or maybe you're an artist who's just trying to get your art business off of the ground. Okay. You've done things like I've done art shows. I've approached galleries. Okay. I'm dabbling here. All right. I've built a website. I've thought about art storefronts. I've submitted to Saatchi and Saatchi art storefront, or not art storefronts, art finder. Sorry, all those. You've entered competitions, NOPS, National Watercolor Society. You maybe even have tried writing grants. Maybe you've tried art licensing. Maybe you've looked for interior decorating clients. Okay. I know that you're serious. You shared with me what your artist life is. I've seen your artwork. I've even seen your studios. I'm like, I put out a studio challenge and I'm like, show us your studios. The more chaos, the better. Okay. And you guys are also asking for website audits. Okay. I know that you're looking for the answers to these questions. You're like, okay, I need to know what to say when a client steps up and tells me they like my artwork. I need to simplify the sales process so that I can get back to what I was meant to do, create artwork. I need to be unchained from my computer, and I need to figure out how to do it. Yes, you're asking about website audits, and you've been asking about tips and tricks for selling artwork online. So this week, we're going to deliver even more than that. Okay. We are going to show you the systems and the tools that allow for you to consistently close sales online. If you're here, I know that you're serious. If you're here, you're already light years ahead of your competition who's still just dabbling, still stuck in research paralysis, and still just kind of sitting back and going, some of them going, I can't wait for COVID to be over, right? They're sitting back and waiting for their customers to find them. So action takers get results. That's what this challenge is designed to do. It's designed to create the steps that you need to be taking in your art business. And this week alone, I'm going to be asking for you to take action so that you can get the results that you need. So here we go. I want you to grab a comfy spot in your studio, in your home. I want you to grab some water. Where's my pen? A pen. Okay. We're going to talk about the workbook soon. I want you to grab that workbook, a pen, a notepad, whatever you need, because we are going to be digging on in. Hey, everybody. My name is Renuha. I'm so excited that you're here. This week is for artisans and instructors who want to sell their art products online. As the online market gets more and more sophisticated, it's going to become harder and harder to break into the market. But right now, super easy. Doesn't cost anything. There's no barriers to entry. If you want to start selling your artwork right here in the online market today, you can do it. You also don't have to pay commissions. You also don't have to lug your artwork all over town. You don't have to ask anyone for permission to show your artwork or to sell your artwork. Every business that is moving online needs a system, period. They need the systems, the strategies, and the tools that allow for you to navigate the online market. It's not a matter of not having enough leads here. It's a matter of the sheer volume of leads that are here, which mandates that in order to have a six-figure art income, you have to have the systems and strategies and tools. I really do. I wish it was as easy as just having a super sexy website and then waiting for people to come, right? I wish that for most artists, all it was just a few font changes on their website and an SEO optimization. And then boom, you'd be selling 6 figures, 7 figures. Here's the good news. For most of you, it's more basic and simple than that. And that's great news. Okay. So we're going to be digging in and we're going, I'm just saying it. We're going to like blow your mind. I want you to drop the fire. Okay. If you want to start figuring this out, not having to dabble, not having to try to figure it all by yourself. Okay. Because most artists aren't thinking about their businesses this way. Most artists and most creative business owners aren't thinking about the power that's right here in the online market. This free training this week, okay, it starts where other training leaves off. Okay. It's not a 101 class. I'm just warning you right now, it's not 101. It's not about tips and tricks. Okay. It is about actionable items. Okay. I'm also going to tell you, here's the good news. You don't need to be a business major in order to learn how to sell your artwork online. Okay. It is an amazing time to be an artist. There's never been in a time in history where we have access to so many buyers. We have access to millions upon millions. We're not limited to a big circle about like a 5-hour radius, a car ride around where we live. We are not dependent upon big businesses, big companies, big galleries selling our artwork for us if we don't want to. Okay, so I always ask this question of all of my new clients. I always ask them, what would you love to happen in your art business this year? What do you want to have happen? And they usually can segment it into 4 categories. There's the group of artists who are like, I just need to cover the cost of my supplies. Then there's the group that says, you know what, if I could just make 10K, that would be really great. Then there's the group who recognizes the power of the online market and the power of their artwork. Let's just talk about this, our artwork, to be able to make a living wage, to make 6 figures. Okay. I don't care what city you live in. 6 figures is the goal that we want to set for ourselves. And then we have this beautiful group who are like 7 figures all the way, baby. Here's what I know. When I'm working with the general public, when I'm working with artists who are out there saying, help me, 85% of them only want to cover the cost of their supplies and maybe make an extra $5,000 to $10,000. That is not a living wage. Okay. That's just pocket money. Okay. And when I'm like, oh, I look at their artwork, I look at their social media, I look at what they're doing, and they have a gold mine. They have a gold mine. So what's happening? Why is this happening? Well, if you haven't been around for a while, or if you have, you're like, I ask, I'm like, what's happening? I see such beautiful opportunities. And why are you not claiming at least a living wage? Or why are you going to do all this work for just like $800 a month? Okay. So this is what I hear back. Number one, a lot of artists say, well, I'm doing better than everyone else I know. Okay. At 10K a month. Okay. Hint, hint, you're not hanging out with the right artist. Okay. Number 2, they're saying things like, I can barely sell the prices I have right now, Ren. How am I going to sell more? Number 3, this is what they say. Oh, selling more than 10K will obviously be way too much work. And number 4, they say, I just don't know where to start. Okay. So here's the really great news for you guys. I asked that same question when you joined the Facebook group, when you first came in and started working with me. I said, hey, what would you love to have happen in your art business? And you guys are rocking it out because you guys are claiming, I want $5,000 to $10,000 a month or 7 figures all the way, baby. Okay. More than half of you have claimed the big dream. I know that you're serious about this. Okay. That's what it tells me, is I know that you're serious about this, because the Art Boss Challenge, it is specifically designed for action takers. Okay. You're done with spending another year trying to figure this all out by yourself, realizing you're another year behind, realizing that as the market gets more sophisticated, it's going to get harder and harder to figure it out. Okay. So you're not afraid to take the actions that get results. Last year, our art bosses who worked with us, they moved their businesses forward. We're going to be introducing you to the artists, claiming 20K months, going from making 5K every year to making 80K in the first 6 months, having a lead list, okay, and also having a list of buyers who are waiting to get the next piece off of your easel, 12 people deep. So amazing. This all is amazing. So guys, this week is free. We're going to work with you all week long. Team Art Boss and I are going to work with you all week long, but I have expectations for you. Here's the thing about free. When it's free, you can mistakenly look at this as not having value. And so I want you to know that I have expectations for you during this week. The first one is you're going to implement the action items First action item, you need to connect with Arty. Okay, so here it is, arty.karenahuja.com/goodies. Okay, Arty is an art bot. We're working with over 3,000 artists this week between Facebook, between Instagram. Oh, well, Instagram's way more than that. Between our email list, we're working with 3,000 artists who are saying, I want to know how to sell my artwork online. Okay. If you want the quickest access to Team Art Boss, connect with Arty. She has everything you need, and she's going to direct you to exactly where you need to be. Okay. I want you, this is another big one. Okay. I want you to look for investments that bring return on your investment. It's called an ROI. And we're going to talk about an ROI for a minute. Okay. So ROIs, they come in many forms. Sometimes we mistakenly only focus on the big ROI, making money, when we miss all of the ROIs that we need to actually click off in milestones along the way. Okay, so the first return on investment that we want you to focus on and look for during the challenge is clarity. Okay, businesses pay thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars just to have mentors, business teams, consultants come in and give clarity on what to do next. Okay. Another ROI, content. Having content that converts to sales, sitting in your art business, reaching out to your community and providing content that moves your client closer to the sale. The third return on investment, this is like the hidden one. It's the one everybody overlooks. They think they're doing it, but they're not. They need to be collecting leads, consistently collecting leads, huge ROI. If you're only about making money in your art business, but you refuse to collect leads, you will never reach your goal. And the final ROI that we want you to be looking for this week is conversions. Conversions mean that you're looking for the opportunity to close sales right now. I guarantee you, the artists who are watching this, when you start looking at the systems, you have a gold mine sitting right in front of you. You have people who are just waiting for you to reach out to them. They're waiting for you to make them an offer, and you just haven't done that yet. So let's get you set up in a system that allows for you to commit to your businesses forever. Here's that final commitment, or the final expectation I have for you. Okay. I expect that you can commit to your art business forever. Okay. As long as you want a business that brings in income, you're going to commit to your business. Okay. Your art business, you should love it and you should treat it like you love it. It has the power to make you money. And the 1 week that we're spending together, we're going to help you uncover what you need to do next. Okay. So there is one more expectation. I think for most of you, I won't have to say this, but I'm going to say this for those of you who may need to hear it. Okay. I expect that you acknowledge that today might be the first time you've ever thought of your art business this way. That today may be the first time that you've heard these concepts, that you've ever seen these ideas, and you may need to watch and rewatch this training over. And that is a good thing. It is not a bad thing. Okay. So we're here. We're here for you. We want you to get results, and we want you to maximize results this week. So we're going to be doing it now. Okay. So there was a lot of training here. Even if you hadn't pulled out your pen and your workbook yet, there was tons of training here, even before we're getting to like the meat of the presentation and the meat of the training. So let me go ahead and pull up my slide deck. There's a little bit of housekeeping we need to do. It won't take but a minute, but let's just go for it. So welcome to the Art Boss Challenge. We are here because we want you to have the simplest and fastest path to a six-figure art income. We want you to stop dabbling. We want you to stop, like, get out of that research paralysis and start taking action. Okay. The goal for this week, this is what the goal is. This is what you're going to walk away with at the end of the week. You're going to see the systems and the tools that do the heavy lifting of sales and marketing for you. Okay. That is the goal of the week. We're going to spend 3 days together. And then on Friday, we're going to have an open Q&A session in a Zoom call. We call it laser focused coaching. So you're going to have opportunities to ask questions to me and Team Art Boss. This right here was just a summary of what we're doing every single day during the Art Boss Challenge. I'm here every day, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. So I'm training live. Why am I training live? Because I'm going to be able to answer questions at the end of every session. And when you show up live, you have access to me directly. Yes, everything will be available in replay. Yes, you have access to Arty. She has all of your resources and is the quickest way to get the answers for what you need. Okay. She sends out daily reminders. She's already sent out your workbook. She sent out your resources. Okay. And there's going to be a huge announcement today. At the end of today, she will also be forwarding to you this opportunity that we're going to be talking about in a little bit. Okay. For those of you who are like, well, Messenger doesn't work for me. Okay. So if your Messenger isn't working, it's okay. We're still going to be able to get you what you need. And we're going to be able to get you the workbooks and everything. We're just hold tight. We're going to be sharing. You got to wait to the very end in Q&A. I'm going to be giving you another link. If you're like, I just cannot connect with Arty, at the end of today's training during Q&A, I'll get you a different link. But I'm going to tell you, connecting with Arty is the best way to do this. I'm going to be working with Arty every single day, making sure that she has what she needs to serve you guys. Okay, so here's how you can connect with Arty, the art bot. And I know, Rita, you're here today. Would you mind putting a hyperlink in the comments for me so that folks can just click on this? If you don't have your workbook yet, if you haven't connected with Arty, this is a really great thing because she sends out reminders right before I go live. She reminds you to do your homework. You're going to understand why the homework's so important in a little bit. She's going to send out resources. She's going to give you links to freebies and fun things that are headed your way. Okay. So make sure you connect with her. And if Rita, you can drop that link, that hyperlink, that would be amazing. And that would be super helpful for everybody. Yes. To drop the link in the comments and you can just click on that and you'll be able to connect with Arty. Okay. Here's the challenge schedule. I spend a lot of time here every single day. The 23rd through the 25th is a challenge. And then on Friday, we are meeting for our laser focus coaching. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the whole entire formula, the proven framework for selling artwork online, and the tools. We're going to be looking at the tools. Tomorrow, we're going to focus on lead generation machine, okay, the forgotten ROI. And then we are going to, on Thursday, talk about the simplest path to a six-figure art income. I'm going to be giving you a roadmap. I'm going to give you a checklist of what you need to be doing. And then on Friday, you can join us for that bonus session where we're going to move over into Zoom and you're going to have access to me and Team Art Boss. Okay, so good, all good. Okay, so I want to just brag on the team really quickly as we're moving forward and we're starting to talk about, we're kind of closing up the housekeeping. We couldn't put on this kind of free event if it wasn't for so many business experts stopping what they're doing and helping artists who want to understand how to sell their artwork online. So I want you to just appreciate all of the business owners who are in here this week and providing help. Okay. I absolutely. Okay. So why do I do this? I believe in result-driven strategy. Okay. It's just who I am. I know that when you set up your business with a system, it allows for me to quickly see why you're not making sales. And when you have the tools that actually collect the data, we can start diagnosing where you're getting stuck together. And it comes down to as simple as, I know you don't know where to get started. I know that the online market is confusing. And when we look at our businesses, what the problems are and map out a solution, we have the ability to start uncovering what we need to do next. Here's, again, result-driven strategy. I'm always in those really boring business reviews like the Harvard Business Review or Forbes and things like that, because here is the reality. 71% of fast-growing businesses have a plan for sales. Okay. And on the other side of that, okay, only about 30% of new businesses actually create a plan or any sort of strategy or any sort of sales plan. They're just kind of winging it. I talk to artists all the time. I talk to them and I'm like, so what is your sales process? I'm like, I'm just winging it. Okay. If you want to be a fast growing business, you want to be on the path to 6 figures, we have to have a business plan, and we specifically need to have a sales plan. So it's exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay. All of the work, this is really important to listen to. All of the work that you've done so far has set you up for faster success. Okay. All of the classes you've taken, all of the classes you've taken to elevate your artwork, to elevate your business, it has set you up to go even faster when you've set up your system and the tools. And for those of you who are like, oh, great, I haven't done anything yet, I just got started. Here's the reality. You're not going to have to spend decades trying to figure this out by yourself. I love art. Okay. This painting right here is in the National Gallery at DC. I got to see it about 6 months ago when I moved here. Like the rush of being able to see it like in life was like amazing. I love art. I love being an artist, and I love talking art business. I'll share more this week about like my whole entire background. I mean, I literally have done it all, trying to figure out all the different ways that I can bring in money with selling my artwork. I've done it all. And I'm going to tell you the easiest, fastest, simplest way is not waiting for someone else to sell your artwork for you. My passion for art, my corporate experience, my selling big ticket items in the corporate world, my ability to take big concepts and kind of break them down into bite-sized pieces is one of my superpowers. Okay. I grew up an artist. I can't remember the first time someone said, oh, that's an amazing piece of artist. Oh, you're just like your Aunt Laverne, who's an artist too. I was convinced at the end of high school by my counselor, as well as my parents, saying, oh, art isn't really a viable option to make money. I went to college as a graphic design student, kind of bridged it, right? I ended up getting an MBA in marketing. And for 2 decades, I sold high ticket priced items in the corporate world. But art kept pulling me back. I'm just going to tell you, it just kept pulling me back. I always had a studio, either a little tiny spot in the bedroom. I had one in my laundry room before. I've had huge studio spaces, 1,000 square feet, just to like create while I was doing art licensing. It was like, just everywhere. I've been in the backsides of galleries where behind the galleries, people would trickle back and see what we were doing. I've done it all. I've written grants. I've done wholesaling. I've done art shows. I've received awards from all of the competitions, all that stuff. I've done it all. It wasn't until I moved into the online market and had direct access to my clients that I was able to literally blow up my business and blow it up in an amazing way. I don't want you to have to spend a decade dabbling to realize that you actually don't have to if you don't want to. You don't have to depend on other people to give you permission to sell your artwork, okay? You can have the control to consistently sell artwork on your own. I looked at the online market and I created a selling solution and a selling strategy for artists who want systems and want the tools that allow for you to close more sales, okay? So here it is, guys. This is the formula. This is the system that we use to sell 6 figures and leverage the online market, okay? We need to make sure that when we are selling our artwork online, we have a system so we can see where that system is breaking down. So we're going to go through this slide, all those little bullet points. We're going to talk 1 through 5, the whole entire system that you need. There are 3 main components in here that allow for you to make money, but let's talk about the whole entire system that you need to close sales. Okay. So does that sound good? I need someone to give me some fire. Does anybody want me to start walking through what the system is? Somebody's got to do it. Everybody should want. I mean, if you don't want it, then we can just stop training here. Yes. Thank you. Fire. Keep putting the fire in. Let me just take a drink real quick. Okay. Here we go. This is the Art Boss formula. It is cyclical. I saw someone say, oh, it's cyclical. It has momentum to it. So that was very intuitive. And I love that you said that. I had a note here to talk about the fact that this system is momentum. When we set up a system, that's what starts creating some of the automations that allow for us to be unchained from our computer, that allow for us to start getting time back in our art studios. Okay. So this image is very intentional to show you how when you start building a system, it creates momentum. So what do we need first? Number one, we have to have a container. We have to have somewhere where we put our leads. Okay. There are so many different types of containers out there in the marketplace. Inside of the Art Boss formula, we leverage three main kinds of containers. We use social media, we use an email container, and we also use this beautiful, lovely tool that we're going to be talking about in a couple minutes. And that tool is a beautiful container. It's a place where we can see all of our leads. We can see them in a one shot and see where they are in our whole entire journey. Okay. Number two, we have to collect leads. If our system doesn't include a process or a tool that allows for us to generate leads 24/7 while we're sleeping, while we're on vacation, okay, that's probably one of the things we need to work on first. For most businesses, that's what we need to work on first. I like to call it the lead generation machine. We want to work with you to build out that lead generation machine and consistently be collecting leads in your art business. We can collect them, right? How many people have email lists that you've never sent an email to the last 3-6 months? Okay. We have to connect with them. We have to be connecting with them on platform in our social media, as well as off platform in our email. That's what we're going to be focusing on tomorrow, is the lead generation machine and the machine that allows for us to walk our clients down the path to the sale. So I know that you are going to have questions about this system. That's why this challenge is 3 days long. It's because we have to break up the content over a couple of days. You're going to have to do some homework tonight and process through this so we can actually get more results tomorrow. Okay. So we have to connect with our leads. If they just sit in our social media and they never see what we're doing, and they just sit in our email list and we're never talking to them, they're never going to purchase, right? So we have to connect with them. Number 4, we have to close those leads. This is the thing that everybody focuses on. I just need to close leads. I just need to close leads. Most of the time, they haven't built a container. They don't have a process for consistently finding leads. They're not connecting with their leads at all. They're just waiting for people to find them. Okay. So we have to have a system that allows for us to see who is getting ready to purchase our artwork. And when I say who, I mean name, email address, phone number, purchase indicators, all sorts of really yummy things that we can take a look at our data and see exactly who's getting ready to purchase. That's what we're going to be talking about on Thursday. That's a huge day. You're not going to want to miss it when we talk about closing sales, because that's my favorite day, because it's the day that we actually start talking about the money part, making money with selling our artwork. Okay, so once we have this whole entire system, we have the container, we're collecting leads, connecting with those leads, and closing those leads, then the beautiful automation process, that process where our business starts running by itself, that process that unchains us from our computer, we have the ability to do that. Okay, so this is it. This is one reason why it's revamped. I used to just spend 3 days just talking about this chart alone. We're going faster now. This is a class and a week and a challenge where you're working with us to really unpack all of this. Okay, so you have it. There's the Art Boss formula. But I'm not going to just leave you there today. We have a lot of work still to do. We're going to talk and we're going to start digging in even more, because I want to ask you, I'm going to need for you to comment. Okay, go ahead and comment in the comments. Okay, what is your biggest challenge selling online? Okay, while you guys are doing that, I want to just chat for a second. At the end of today's session, I'm going to answer your questions. I see lots of questions coming in here, but I want you to see the whole training before I address any questions. I guarantee you I'm probably going to address and cover 80% of what the questions are there, and then we can spend more time at the end focusing on moving you to the next level. Okay, so, but help me out. What is your biggest challenge in selling online? So getting people to see my items and buy them. Does anybody have a hard time closing on their website? Okay, right? Is that what, like website? Yeah, website won't work. Thank you. Whoever said that, I just says Facebook user. Thank you for saying that. Knowing where to be seen, selling on Etsy, everything everyone else is noting. Thank you. I'm overwhelmed. It's going so fast. I missed that one. Sorry. Moving people to social media to my website. So there's a lot of website. That's what I would have expected to hear. So when you are like a professional artist, when you are a serious artist, you might be considering, do I need to build a website? And if I build a website, what do I need to do? Right. And a lot of you have these gorgeous, I've seen them all week long. I don't know how many people have joined this challenge. It's in over 1,000 people. I've looked, if you have a website and you gave it to me, I looked at it. I took a look at it. You have gorgeous websites. But one of the big questions is, what do I do next? Why isn't it working? I'm going to ask you a question. Is your website a sales machine, or do you have it set up just like an expensive business card? Okay. You don't need to answer it in the comments, but I want you to think about that. Is your website set up like a very expensive business card, or is it set up like a sales tool? So let's go ahead and use the formula to answer the question about why your websites aren't selling enough. Okay. Because I'm reading through all the comments. They're amazing. Thank you for writing the comments down. I'll be using those comments and incorporating them over the next 2 days to make sure we're covering all those points. So thank you so much. But let's talk about your website. Okay, so here's your website. I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger because in these slides, it'll be easier for you guys to read. Okay, here is your website. Okay, it's just kind of sitting there. It's sitting in the universe. It is floating out there, and you're just waiting for people to find you. A lot of times when I talk to artists who are like, I just need to get a quick look-see at it. Just tell me if I need to change my fonts. Do I need to change what I have written on it? I just need SEO optimization. But here's the reality. Okay. This is actually what your website looks like. Okay. It's a little tiny dot in a speck in the universe, along with millions upon millions of other websites that are just floating out there in the universe, waiting for someone to type in to Google the right words. If you've even thought about SEO optimization, that actually pull your website up in the first couple pages of the search, okay? Unless someone is specifically looking for you, they're not going to find your website. And if someone's specifically looking for you, it means you're doing things right in your social media and your email campaign. So let's take a look at this, okay? Your website is just floating out there in the universe. Most creative business owners who have a website are just waiting for people to find their website. And when someone does find their website, they're wondering why no one's pulling the trigger. Okay, so everybody's just kind of waiting for someone to find their website. So let's take a look at the formula. Let's take a look at the formula. I have the little website thingy, the little icon on the right. We're going to talk about where it really sits in your selling process. Let's talk about where it really sits. So a lot of people go, oh, it's my container. And I hate to say it, but 95% of the websites I look at are just expensive business cards. It doesn't have the ability to be a container. Some have a subscribe button somewhere, which means that you're collecting some leads, which is great, but it doesn't tell you who is visiting your website on a monthly basis. You can only collect that email once, and the rest of the time that the people come back, you have no idea. Okay, so they're just coming in, and you have no idea to see who, the word is who, is looking at your artwork. You can go into Google Analytics and say, I had 5,000 people who looked at my website this month, but you have no idea who they are because most websites are not set up like containers. Okay. Second one, people are like, oh my goodness, it collects leads. I've got the subscribe to my newsletter link on my website. Well, yeah, it can collect leads, but it typically, no one finds your website unless you've sent them there. Someone has sent your future customers to your website. So you had to have the lead first. So it's really not its primary focus and job is not to collect leads. Okay. It's actually, we're going to talk a little bit more. It's actually a tool that allows for you to connect with your leads. Okay. A lot of artists and a lot of business owners are like, oh my gosh, my website has an e-commerce site and I can take payment. So that means it closes leads. And often I watch artists do this. I watch artists close a sale, and instead of just getting the money, then they send them over to their website. Then the person goes over to the website, sees another piece that they like. Then they get confused. Then they're not sure which piece they're supposed to purchase. And then they don't purchase at all. The best way typically to lose a sale is when you send someone to your website to purchase, because they're just going to get overwhelmed again with all the beautiful artwork there, right? Great win. They love your artwork, but they haven't purchased. So this is where it belongs. Okay. So once we have clarity, because we've got a system set up, now we know what our website is supposed to do. And then we can start setting it up that allows for us to connect with our leads. And we can also use our website to start collecting and tracking the data of who actually is looking at your artwork, what piece of artwork they looked at, how many times they looked at that piece of artwork. When we're running a system and we're using the tools, now we have the ability to collect that data. But if you just have the traditional website that's floating out there in the universe, you just have an expensive business card. Okay, so we absolutely love working with you guys. We support artists at all levels. We support artists who are just starting out, or maybe you've been selling your artwork for years or decades. We support artists who sell products or services. So if you're an instructor or a yoga teacher, if you sell any kind of artwork, you're a metal worker, you do photography, you do oil painting, you do watercolor, whatever your craft is, we support all of you. We help you by learning how to sell your artwork online. We're going to give you the system and tools. We're going to be talking about the tools soon. Okay, we're going to move into the part of the training where you see what the system is. I've shown it to you. We're going to be talking about the tools as well. We give you the systems and tools so that you can reach those six-figure art income and you can be living that artist life without being chained to your computer. This is Alyssa. We work with Alyssa, and I just love this testimonial. She just posted this inside of one of the groups for us. And she was like, this is the part I love the best. I used to come from more of a mindset of scarcity and competitive. Now I'm practicing one of abundance. Okay. She's like, she's admitting that, I'm still transforming every single day, but now she's able to see the opportunity. Okay. So really, really love when we have artists who get the clarity. This is a perfect example of how clarity allows for her to close more sales. By the way, she closes anywhere between 3 and 5K in her selling weekends when she has selling weekends. Okay, so next steps. Let's just talk quickly about next steps before we dig into the tool. I know that you are just itching to get to the Q&A, and I want to get you to the Q&A as well. But again, I guarantee you that's the questions that you're asking, I'm getting to the answers right now. Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing. Next steps. Okay, you've seen the whole entire formula, and now we're going to be digging in the next 2 days, and we're going to, on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the process for collecting your leads, right? Creating that lead generation machine, your list building, your social media campaigns. We're going to be talking about how we actually move our beautiful, wonderful, dreamy new clients down the path to the sale, like it's the most natural thing in the world. And then on Thursday, by the way, Wednesday's a big day, lots of content. On Thursday, we're going to be talking about the closing. How do we close those sales? So we're walking our ideal client down the path to the sale. What do we need in order to actually close them and get their credit cards? So today, we're going to finish up today. We just showed you the whole entire Art Boss formula, the collect, connect, and close. Those are the primary things that we need to be focusing on. We have to have a container. And once we put all that together, we can start automating the whole process. But we're going to also talk about those tools, those dreaming tools that we have that we can use to start automating our sales, start collecting the data that we need. Okay, so let me pop back this way. Okay. There are 3 tools, you guys. There are 3 tools that you need to get an ROI. Okay. There are 3 online tools that you can get today. Okay. Right now that would allow for you to close more sales in the online market. We talked about it earlier. Okay. Why do we need tools? Do you need tools? Okay. No, you don't need tools. You can do everything manually. I'll be like super transparent, super honest. You can do all of this manually. Most of the business owners that I work with, it's usually about 3 weeks before they're like, manual? Why am I doing all this manual when I actually have the ability to automate all of this and have a tool do all of this for me? But you can use spreadsheets. You can do one-by-one invitations to people. We show how to use the how to create lead generation just by doing it by hand versus with some of these automations. But there really are 3 tools that you need, and that's such great news. There are hundreds of tools sitting out there, and we're going to break it down right now today and talk about just the really most important ones. And here's how I chose them. It's based on the fact these are the ones that allow for you to make money selling your artwork online. Okay. The tools that do your heavy lifting. There's 3 of them. Okay. Number 1, the ones that collect your leads. Right? That we call it the lead generation machine. We need to have a lead generation machine sitting out there. Okay. Something that's finding leads for you 24/7 while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, and starting to move them down the path to the sale. So the second component, you can have a tool that connects with your leads with email campaigns. I'm talking about pre-written templates that you just plug and play, set up, and start nurturing your leads off platform. We also have to have the tool. It's still part of the outbound messaging. It's connecting. We can have social media campaigns automatically going out consistently and tracking the engagement on those posts, automated. Okay. And then that third tool is we have to have a tool that allows for you to close, right? Collecting the data, tracking your leads, and putting together what we like to call a lead report so you can see exactly who is getting ready to purchase. Okay, so here it is. If you haven't been around, I talk about it all the time. We absolutely love the champagne room. Okay, you can purchase all 3 of those tools. You can go piecemeal them. You can go like purchase them individually from other vendors, and then you can download leads from this tool into this tool and then download it to this one. I love the champagne room because everything is contained all in one place. I save hundreds of hours by not having to manually move leads from here or there, missing people because I didn't remember to download a list from a different tool. So once I found this, I was like, Eureka, this is amazing. Okay. So the 3 tools, we're going to talk about it again, right? So 3 tools you need. You need to have a tool that collects leads. You need to have a tool that allows for you to do outbound messaging on platform and off platform. And you need to have a tool that tracks where your customer is in your system. So just those 3 tools plus more are sitting inside of this. So this is the huge announcement. Okay. So for those of you who stuck around long enough, and I'm going to be talking and giving you a little bit more details, but we're giving away that champagne room for free. We're going to be one lucky person is going to get that tool for 3 months and to be able to work with Team Art Boss. I'm going to go into the details in a minute, but I just want you to know that we believe in this tool so much. I believe in the power of it. When you set up this tool, I can immediately see where you're getting stuck, and we can then make a plan that allows for you to start closing more leads. And even better, I'm going to teach you how to self-diagnose so that you can continue year after year to be able to diagnose where your leads are getting stuck in your system. So you can already start doing #free. If you're like, yeah, I would love to know more about getting the champagne room for free, but I want to spend a little bit of time showing you the back end of it. Okay. So if that's okay with you guys, I'm going to pop over and I'm going to, before I give you all the details, I want you to see this tool. Okay. This is a really great tool that, in a minute, you can go check out the champagne room all by yourself as you want to as well. You're going to see this chart there. This chart's super helpful. Here are all the tools that are included in the champagne room. Only 3 of them we need to make money. Okay. The rest of them, as your business grows, we'll be adding in the rest of the tools as your business grows. But when you first start out, simplicity is queen. We want everything to be clean and simple so that we can focus on making the money. Okay. So here are the tools. The very first one, I circled it. Okay. Your CRM pipeline. That is the tool that we need to close sales. If we don't have a CRM and a pipeline, we can't see who is getting ready to purchase. So you have to have a pipeline. Tends to run, when you're using some of these other tools, tends to run right around the $99 a month range. Okay. Second tool, have to have sales funnels. If you guys were around last year, I talked a ton about sales funnels. I still talk about sales funnels. I still love sales funnels. I still use sales funnels, but we talk about sales funnels within the entire system. You have to have the ability to create the tools that are out there collecting email addresses. That's what a sales funnel does. It'll collect interest behaviors, and most importantly, like the angels sing in heaven, it collects email addresses. And I'm just going to like angel sing. Ah, okay. Amazing. Amazing. That tool typically runs somewhere in the $300 a month range when you have unlimited funnels, and you're going to want the unlimited funnels. And then the third tool, I've circled two of them. Okay. It's about outbound messaging. We can have a system that closes. Okay. We can have a pipeline. We can have a system that goes and fills our pipeline with new leads. But if we don't have any outbound messaging and nurturing happening, that's where a lot of businesses miss. They're just not walking their client down the path to the sale. So you have to have email marketing and you have to have social media campaigns. Okay. So if you just use these three tools inside of the Champagne Room, you have all the tools you need to close sales. Okay. So there it is. There it is. Look at all the other ones that are in there. There's website builders, there's membership portals, there's call tracking, there's call scheduling, there's like all kinds of beautiful tools in here. But if you just use these right here so that you have a pipeline, so that you have outbound messaging, and so that you have the ability to collect emails, you're golden. Okay, so you're going to be able to watch all of the demos and the training on the Champagne library. Okay, so before you start using it, research it. Remember the whole thing about an ROI. Getting clarity on what you need is the most important thing that we're doing today with showing you this tool. If you want to look for some other tools and piecemeal them together, we love that. Okay, go for it. I've spent about 3 years looking and testing all the different types of tools and all those software out there. This is the one by far that's the easiest, most contained, and most beautiful of all. Okay. So, and I'm going to also tell you, saves me about $7,000 a year. Okay. So amazing tool. So the Champagne Room has everything you need all in one place, and I'm going to be offering it for free. One of you is going to walk away with 3 months in the Champagne Room for free. And you're also going to get the additional help and support from Team Art Boss. Okay. So let me just go through what you're getting and kind of the details of what you're getting. We can, if you have questions later, we'll go into that during Q&A. Goodness gracious, hashtag free. Okay. If you put in hashtag free, what that allows for me to do really easily in Facebook is to pull everyone who said hashtag. I'm going to send you out a link that you're going to be able to read even more about it. And I'm going to automatically put you into and sign you up. Okay. So all you have to do is hashtag free, which is really great for anyone who's attended live. Even if you attend in replay, okay, you're going to just quickly, I'm going to do the work for you and you don't have to worry about anything else. Okay. So here's what it is. 3 months of the Champagne Room. If you've ever checked out the Champagne Room, you know that it has a price of about $347. That tool is not owned by the Art Boss. It is owned by Engineered Scale. It is an amazing, beautiful tool. It is, I have preloaded everything in there, all of your email templates, all of your sales funnels, all of your pipelines, everything that you need. I've built them and preloaded them in there for you. That's what you're getting when you get the Champagne Room tool for artists. It's already preloaded with everything that artist needs. We're going to announce the winner on Thursday. Okay. So I'm giving you time to not only tell me that you're interested in getting this Champagne Room for free, but to show me that you're interested in it. Okay. So one person is going to walk away with this, and you're probably asking, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Okay. Here's what you need to do. You have to submit your name. Hashtag free. You've submitted your name. Check. Number one, checked off for you. Okay. Number two, you have to download the workbook and connect with Arty. For those of you who are like, my messenger doesn't work, I need to know. You can go into the Facebook group and you can type in your question inside of the Facebook group, and then I will see your note and I will respond to you. Okay. If I see that you're in Arty and you're like, I'm just going to direct you to Arty. Okay. So Arty is amazing. She has so much stuff that she wants to give to you every single day. But for those of you who are like, I can't get into Messenger. I'm sorry that your Messenger doesn't work. Okay. But that is something that we're going to work through. Okay. Number three, you have to do your homework. Homework is coming. Okay. At the end of today, I'm going to give you your homework. It's already posted in the group. You need to answer the homework. And I'm just going to give you the homework right now. Okay. And we give you an example of what not to do. The homework says, what would you love to have happen in your art business this year? I want you to write and tell me what you want to have happen. If you tell me, I want to make money, I want to make sales, that is not the type of answer that's going to help you pull away from the rest of the people who are competing for this. Okay. Give us information. Help me understand where you're coming from. Tell me about your artist life. Who's going to walk away with this? One person. They're going to show up. They're going to engage in a positive way. They're going to be willing to watch the training again. Even if there's a concept they haven't heard of before, they're going to watch the training again. Okay. They're going to like and heart. They're going to engage. And I'm going to be able to see that they're serious. Okay. I'm going to be looking at your artwork. I'm going to be looking at your social media. If you have a website, I'm going to be looking for that. I'm going to be very clear. You do not need a website in order for me to see that you're the right person to work with us for 3 months for free. You can be a new artist who's just starting out, or you could be an artist who's been doing this for decades, but want to shift more into the online market. Okay. So if I'm working with you for 3 months for free and paying for your champagne room, okay, I'm looking for a serious business owner who wants to increase their online sales. Okay. So I want to be really clear here. I'm not looking for someone who's going to say, oh, well, I'm not paying for it anyway. I'm not going to show up and do the work. Okay. I don't want to work with you if you're going to skip the meetings. You're so excited to get it. You show up and then I never see your face again. Okay. Doesn't work. Just doesn't work. I don't want to work with you if you're not willing to watch the training, okay, and get in there and start building your business. This is a $12,000 value. When we pay for your champagne room, you have access to the training library, access to all the coaches and Team Art Boss for 3 months. It's worth $12,000. Okay. So I'm looking for someone who's already looking for a solution. You're going to put in the time, you're going to show up, you're going to do the work that it takes to make a 6-figure art income. Okay. Sound good? Sound good? Okay. So this is amazing. And I love being able to do this with you guys and for you guys. So I love you guys. I absolutely love it. So that was the details of the giveaway. Here it is. Okay. You want to see the champagne room. You want to watch all the demos. You want to do some homework. You want to actually be educated about what you're getting yourself into. You want to see what it looks like. You want to meet Melissa, who is the owner and who's built this out for you. She's so smart, so amazing. She's put together a full support team behind her tech as well. It's amazing. Okay. So you need to go here, renauha.com/CR. You're going to pull it up, watch some of those training videos. Okay. That is what you're getting for free for 3 months. If you're the person who's chosen to work with us for 3 months for free. So tomorrow, we're just going to, wrap up, we're wrapping up and we're going to head to Q&A soon. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to talk about your ideal client. We're going to walk them down the path to the sale. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Lead generation, list building, how to connect and get them to actually take steps towards the sale. And so here's my reminder to let you know. Okay. If you have questions, I want you to put a Q in front of your question, okay? I don't know how many comments we have. Maybe Rita knows. I bet we have 500-600 comments. If I went and read through each one of those, that's a waste. That's just a waste of your time. We don't want to do that. So I'm marking the time here. It is 104, okay? And at 104, I'm going to go back up and look for the first Q, okay? If you just put your question in there, I'm going to pass through it because I'm not reading every comment, okay? While you guys are doing that, while you're putting your questions into the comments, okay, I'm going to give you your homework. And we're going to kind of do a little bit close up housekeeping. Here's your homework. Okay. This question has just been posted. I think it was at 1 o'clock today, was posted inside of the Facebook group. You can put your comments so I can read them. Okay. What would you love to have happen in your art business this year? Super important. I need to know what your goals are. I need to see where you're coming from. Okay. So that is ready for you guys to go. Don't forget, you can connect with Arty, the art bot. Okay. She's amazing. Okay. There's no way that Team Art Boss, even though there's like 5 of us working on this, there's no way for us to be able to work one-on-one with 3,000 people this week. Okay. So Arty is amazing. And if you really need to talk to a person, she has the ability to get you to a live person. Okay. It's not easy, right? We want you to be able to use this resource. Okay. It's amazing. This is one of the resources that's sitting in Arty. Okay. This is for those of you who are like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't get to everything. Okay. You have, we call it the super secret studio. It's the Art Boss studio. It has like everything you need in order to be successful this week. You can see right now what's preloaded in there is like, take me to the Facebook group. I have a question for Team Art Boss. Okay. You want to get to a live person? I still need that workbook. Okay. What's going to be posted in a couple minutes is you're going to see highlights and you're going to see the access to the working with us for 3 months and what that looks like. Okay. So really crazy, amazing stuff in there. So let's go ahead and do the Q&A. Okay. So I assume there are some questions in the feed. Let me just go ahead and pull it up and start at 104. Oh, never mind. It wasn't 104. We've been doing this for an hour and 4 minutes. I'll just go to the first Q. Sorry about that. Wasn't thinking. Okay. The first Q is right here. It says, does this process work for original arts and POD? Okay. So we love to work with artists. We support artists no matter if they're new in the marketplace, no matter whether they've been doing this for decades. We support artists with all mediums. I don't care if you're a yoga teacher. I know it's like yoga teachers, art instructors, photographers. I'm getting excited. I think the internet's this works for everyone. Okay. At the very beginning, I was explaining that all businesses need this system. So it works for everybody. So yeah. Perfect. And then the nice thing is we're going to be talking tomorrow a little bit more about walking your clients down the path to the sale. So, okay, awesome. Will you show us how to get leads? Absolutely. I'm going to even tell you this. Every single week, I build lead generation machines for my artist. I'm in that tool and I build it for you guys. Okay. So if that's something you're interested in and you want me to build it, I'm going to build it. If you just want to do it yourself and you want me to show you how to build it, absolutely. We show you how to build it. Okay. All right. So, does the Champagne Room include launch sequences? Yes. Okay. It just says Facebook user. Who is that? Because I want to talk to you. Launching is one of the most amazing things that we can automate in the Champagne Room. And I would love to show you more because launching is a time zapper. If you're asking that question, I know you recognize that launching is a time zapper. And when we can start automating some of this stuff, Unchained. Okay. How do you differentiate spam? I know what spam is, but I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. It just says Facebook user. So if you want to do another question lower, when I continue on, I'll read it again. I don't I need more context. I'm not exactly sure how to answer that. Okay, cool. Are the parts of the champagne room available separately to buy? That this is the best thing. Okay, the champagne room has everything in it all together. Okay, if you take a look at that, the breakout of what each one of those tools costs when you buy them separately, you're talking about $3,000 a month. So I'd recommend not piecemealing it. I did that for years because I didn't like this tool wasn't available. Well, if it was available, I didn't know about it yet, right? So when I was piecemealing everything together, my tech stack costs were $1,500 a month. So when I moved into the champagne room and only had to pay $347, it was like a huge blessing. So for a lot of you, here's what happens. And the one that actually ends up costing you a lot of money is your outbound email marketing. The more emails you get, the more the price for the tool goes. And inside of the champagne room, it's a flat cost. It never goes up. And that's why I like it. That's why I like it. Okay. Can you unpack it and go buy them in separate places? Yeah, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. But we could talk more offline if you really wanted to dig into that. How can you be careful of folks who might hot scam you? You do need to be careful of people who hot scam you. There's some pretty clear indicators. If you really just need to talk a little bit CEO strategy, we can, we meet every single week and we talk CEO strategy. I'm going to be totally honest and I'm going to be transparent. If you're worried about scammers, I'm worried about your confidence in your business. Okay, so let's talk some more. I want you to have the confidence in your business, knowing that you're serving your ideal customer, and you want to block people who are troublemakers. This tool is how you block them. This tool is how you identify troublemaker, and then you never send them an email again because you block them, and you never send them another social media post because you block them. So if you're truly like your biggest concern is scammers, let's go ahead and lock them down. Let's get rid of them because we have a tool that allows for us to do that. Okay, so super cool. Would this work with an art storefront's website? I'm getting really desperate to make. Yes, yes. But I would also ask you questions about your art storefronts. I know it's super expensive. Like I know their full transformation package is somewhere in the 6K price point, right? And I don't know what their maintenance costs are. But if you're paying significant monthly, right, to art storefronts, you might just want to move everything over here to the champagne room for $347 a month. Okay, so I really need to know more about what level of art storefronts you're working in because they have tiers. Okay, so would love to talk to you more about that. Remember that laser focused coaching session that I'm offering on Friday? Again, it just says Facebook user. That would be a really great topic for that laser focused coaching because I can actually show you behind the scene and I can ask you questions about what you're doing right now. And I'd be able to give you a more specific answer, but great question. Okay. I want to learn how to make an amazing website and learn about containers. Perfect. Okay. So that's not really a question, but I'm going to answer it this way. We can build website funnels inside of Champagne Room. So yes, we build websites inside. We call them website funnels. Okay. Why? I don't want you to have an expensive business card. I want you to have it set up in a way that tells you when someone stops in your website and they click on a piece of artwork, you can actually get an email that says, Cindy Lou just took a look at XYZ piece. Okay. That's what I would prefer for you to have. Okay. And that's what we can build inside of the Champagne Room. Perfect. Does this process include needing an ad spend or daily ads? Or can you use organic sales or sales process, or maybe both? I love that question. Okay. You want an automated lead generation? Okay. Yeah, we're going to need some ad spend. It can be as little as $5 a day. Okay. So if you would want to be finding ads 24/7 while you're sleeping, right, you need to have something doing it for you. Okay. So what we build is a lead generation machine that allows for you to build your leads with paid ads or organic traffic. Okay. Absolutely. We show you exactly how to fire up your organic traffic strategies. You can do that. You spend more time, definitely more time. And we actually recommend a combination strategy. So really great question. How can I transfer leads from the champagne room to my website? Okay, I want to know why you want to move it to your website, like from a standpoint of moving your leads, or are you talking about for them to see your website? Okay, so would you redo this question in a minute, because like just put it below and I'll address it again, because moving them versus using your website as a tool, I think maybe I just answered the question actually. So we don't want to move them there because it's not a container, but we do want them to see our websites. Absolutely. Absolutely. That champagne room, automate it. We can get it totally automated. We can walk people down the path to the sale, and we can have automated email campaigns going out, as well as social media campaigns that invite them to see artwork on our website. Okay. So it's something that we definitely can do. All right. Can you share your own art sales results? Yeah, give me more specific. What are you looking for in the results? Okay, so absolutely. And I want whoever that is, I want you to go take a look at my Instagram. Okay, I want you to go take a look at my website, karenauha.com. I want you to take a look at my social media, and I use the same exact system that I'm teaching you to sell artwork. Okay, so absolutely. Oh yay, thank you. Okay, next cue. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Dawn. I'll reach out to you, because if you're interested in getting your launches automated, oh girl, it's amazing. Amazing. Okay. Is this Jennifer from the Art Boss that was up a few years ago? I don't know what that means, Kathy. I don't know what that means. So if we already have an email and a funnel provider, I'm loving it. Can we transfer, or would we transfer to the champagne room? Okay, it's your choice. It's your choice. It says Facebook user. So once again, I'm not sure who I'm talking to. Would love to talk to you more about that. Okay. Some of the providers, it's super easy to move into the champagne room. Like, I'm just going to put out there, ClickFunnels, move everything like in a matter of minutes. Okay. So not a huge deal. And from your other email providers, your email is for, like, you don't spend any money on sending emails. So it's the first place that saved me money. My story was I hit 10,001 emails in active campaign, and I had to pay for 25,000 emails. My price to send out emails every single month went, I can't remember, from like $300 a month almost to 600. And it was my motivation to be like, I need to look for a more affordable way to do this. So if you just have a couple hundred emails, right? I'm not sure where you are. Maybe you're just $99 a month for emails. Maybe it's not time to move into the champagne room. Okay. But if you want help figuring out how to get all this working together, you can still work with us. Okay. So just let me know. Reach out to me, because again, right now I can check later, but right now in StreamYard, we're using StreamYard. I can't see the names unless you gave me permission to see your name. Great question. Do you think art videos can lead customers to sales? Okay, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. That's one of the reasons Rita, who's in here today and our community chat manager, she's actually our camera confidence coach inside of the program. So we believe in it so much that we provide monthly coaching on what you need to be doing inside of your live videos. So yes, we do. Regarding containers, does this process require maintaining a private Facebook, or can email and social pages, websites be enough? Containers, I told you there's like a boatload of them. I think you just named 4. Okay. You get to choose which ones you want to use. Okay. So I do like Facebook groups. It's actually the gem of my sales funnel. So but you don't have to. It's totally up to you. We do show you the tools and the systems and the strategies, right? So a Facebook group is a strategy that allow for you to close sales. So it's up to you. Like, again, there are more than even what are listed here as containers. And that is exactly what we can help you like piecemeal out and figure out what you need to be doing. So great question though. All right. Does one need a website to make sales? That is a great question. Here's my answer. Here's my answer. You need a landing page, okay? You need somewhere that you can collect an email address. Websites, I think they're more of a luxury, okay? You can make six figures. I work with artists who make six figures and they don't have a website. There will most likely be a time where you'll be like, it's probably time that I set up a website. You come right in here into the champagne room and you can get one set up super quick. I like simple. I'm simple. It's all got to be simple. Okay. And you can set one up right in here. Okay? It doesn't cost you any money. It's included. Okay. So I think we've solved your problem. But no, you don't need it at the beginning. As your business grows, you might want to add one. You might want to add one. Do you also show artists how to set up print on demand for selling prints? Okay, so there is an integration that you can use. Okay, so I'm talking a little techie here. So Printful, I'm pretty sure most of you should have heard about Printful by now. They're pretty much a market leader. So if you haven't, Printful, go out there and check with it. Fully integrates, which means you're finding leads. You're walking them down the path to the sale. You make them an offer. They purchase a print. It will integrate and send the order over to Printful, and Printful will deliver it for you. So fully automated, fully integrated system that you can set up if you want to. Okay. There's the answer to that question. Okay. So yes, you can do that. Are you making any sales? Okay. I'm not sure if that is that for me. So go ahead and grab a call with me, because then I need you to go to the holiday training that we had. So maybe you're new and you didn't go to the holiday training, because I showed you exactly how we used one piece of artwork to find 200 leads and close 20K in December. So if that sounds good, that's what we do here. It's very specific. So yes, we are using the systems and the tools to make sales. All right, cool. Email converts at 3% tops. Oh, conversion rates. Yeah, I'm going to tell you in general, businesses do cartwheels over a 3% conversion rate. I know it doesn't sound super sexy, but the reality is you can flip that and you can reframe that. If you're working with 100 people and you know there are 3 buyers in there, you just have to have that process and that system and the tools that filter through those 100 leads and just find those 3 people. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to talk to 100 people. You need to have a system that filters through it, get like a lead list of 5, maybe 10 people that you're going to be having more of a relationship and engaging with, so you can close those 3 sales. So I love that. Whoever said 3% conversion rate, you're right, but businesses do cartwheels when they're making 3% conversion rates. Okay. Okay, well, my name's not Jennifer. So I see there's like a company called the Art Boss with a Jennifer. I don't know. I mean, and if it was the champagne room, I'm pretty sure that you're thinking about the Art Boss that's here. But my name's Ren. My name's Karen. So I have a sister who's Jennifer. We're Jen and Ren. So that's the best that I could do on that one. Can I watch this video again? Yes, absolutely. Everything's available in replay. You're able to watch this 24/7 until next Wednesday, when all of the training is removed and we start working with art bosses who are really leveling up and using the champagne room. Okay, so perfect. All right, we still have questions. I'm still going if you guys are going. All right, cool. how can you get started if you have no money? Well, I'm not sure how to how do you get started if you don't have any money? The reality is running a six-figure art business is going to take time or money. Okay. So how do you start selling your artwork online? You're gonna have to put in the time. You're gonna have to start running a system that allows for you to find your clients. It's going to be a lot of manual. Okay. So we did at the very beginning, I was very clear. You don't need to have these tools to be able to close sales. But then it means that you're running spreadsheets. Then it means you're manually finding people who want to purchase your artwork. It is more of you're paying with your time. So hope that's helpful. Do you cover any information on live online sales? Yes, absolutely. We're going to talk on Thursday about what you're calling live online sales. Make sure that you attend Thursday. Can I get access to the champagne room? Absolutely. Let me go back and let me just pull this up. Okay, so you have the link. You can go ahead and take a look at it. If you're like, yeah, I'm not interested in like the free giveaway and you just want to get started now, you can remember that tool is owned by Melissa Ricker with Engineered to Scale. I just show you how to use it. I don't own it. Okay. So, but yeah, let me pull up the slide deck. So if you just came in, I can get you the link to check it out. Okay. Right there, renauha.com/CR, and you can check it out. You can go ahead and jump on in if you want to. And I'm just going to leave it up for a couple seconds because you might want, I don't know if you're there and you're able to do that in a hyperlink for folks, but that would be great if you could. When you go into the champagne room, because I believe in this tool so much, when I see you register, I will reach out to you and ask you what kind of support you need. We do provide additional support for artists who are learning how to use the champagne room. And I would be able to kind of walk you through, especially in that first 4 weeks. We do a lot of hand holding because we know how important it is in those first 4 weeks to just get you to what you need to be using. Those 3 tools, right? Those 3 tools are what we want you to be using: the pipeline, outbound messaging, and the sales funnels. So great question. Okay. I think I'm seeing some questions about integrations. Yes, you can use some integrations, but oh, and the APIs for sure. Please. Okay, we're coming down to the end and there are a lot of comments. So I'm just looking for the cues. Okay. How do we give you permission to see our names? Never saw anything that gives permission. Usually when you first pop in, it brings up a message. If it didn't, I'm not sure why it didn't ask you to give permission, but don't worry. Just tell, if like it says, how do I give permission? Just go ahead and tell me who you are. Sometimes at the beginning of your questions, that would be helpful. But other than that, okay. All right. So everything is available in replay. Guys, we know that professional artists are super busy. We know that you're out there making sales, you're making artwork. Okay. So and for some of you, like especially those of you who are in Australia and New Zealand, I saw you guys come in. You're sleeping right now. So all of this is available in replay. All this you have access to watch and rewatch. There's a ton here. Okay. It's not a 101 course. I work with serious artists who want to figure this out, who know, and they see these tools that everybody's talking about. We literally help you set this all up if you want us to help you set it all up. If you're like, no, I just want that champagne room, go check it out. Totally cool. I want to make sure that you're able to like get it up and running. And tomorrow, okay, so yeah, I showed you the systems and the tools today. So important. We started with that. Because if I didn't start with that, then tomorrow when I start talking about how you find leads, because some people are like, how do I find leads? How do I make sales? If I didn't set up the whole system, I'd be showing you a tip or a trick and you had no idea how it fits into the big system. Very strategic what we're doing here. Okay. I literally believe in results-driven strategy. We have to have our results. We have to be like, this is what I want. This is the strategy that I need to implement. And this is what's getting me the results. Then when we have that tool that allows for us to actually track the data, that's what we're doing. Okay. This is going to put you light years ahead of all the competition. The online market is getting more sophisticated. Okay. It's getting more difficult to navigate, and being able to get on top of this now is huge. Okay. So, absolutely love doing this. Love seeing you guys here. I'm going to start wrapping it up. We're going to be back here tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Once again, tomorrow, again, lead generation. We're really focusing on lead generation. I call it the hidden ROI. Everybody's like, I just want sales, but they're not willing to do what it takes to get the leads. So let's get the leads. We're going to talk about leads. We're going to talk about list building. We're going to talk about walking your most beautiful client down the path to the sale. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a really great one. Don't forget your homework. Post in the homework post. Okay. Don't forget to connect with Arty. Okay. And if you want that champagne room for free, you need to do hashtag free, because then I'm going to be able to pull up your name, and I'm going to be able to get you into, the information and the email sequence that's going to go out to get you what you want. Okay. Perfect. Yes, ma'am. All right. You guys have a great one. Talk to you later.